Hi, Matthew Weisman here. I'm going to be presenting a two-session course this summer called Mr. and Mrs. Hitchcock in the Beginning, or How the Young Alma Reville and her very shy husband, Alfred Hitchcock, became the most prominent filmmakers in British cinema. They were both born in August 1899, one day apart. Alma Reville entered the film industry when she was 15, and by the time Alfred got his first job in 1921, she was a 6-year veteran. After World War I, the British film industry was struggling to produce films to compete with Hollywood, so they welcomed Paramount Pictures when they opened a studio in Britain in 1920. Hitchcock himself got an entry-level job there as a designer of titles. Alma had experience in script continuity, assisted the editor, became an experienced film editor herself. She wrote scripts, and when Alfred first encountered her, she was already what they called a floor secretary, which was another word for assistant director. The floor secretary was the second most powerful person on a movie set next to the director, and she completely intimidated Alfred, who would not even speak to her until he felt he had reached a comparable position in the film industry. People there described Alfred as a sponge, obsessively absorbing every aspect of the movies. He quickly went from title designing to art director to set designer. He wrote scripts, became an assistant director, and a second unit director. On one film, when the director didn't show up, Hitchcock stepped in and directed most of that film. The slapstick short, not what you would think of as a Hitchcock project. This is about a minute of it. This is the first film Hitchcock directed. Very aware of the budget and making it come in on time. He designed sets and shots to be as efficient as possible. Even with a special effect like this, he closed the door, created a different space, and then opened back to the original space again, all in one shot, trying to be as efficient as possible, although he did love his weird angles even back then. After Paramount shut down in Britain, Hitchcock became a director of independent film, and he immediately hired Alma. Their adventures making their first 3 films are as exciting, dramatic, and as full of strange twists as the stories they were telling. In 1926, they became Mr. and Mrs. Alfred Hitchcock. I hope you enjoyed the course. I know I will.